I'm running an experiment. I'm running a bit of a personal, I don't even want to call it a social experiment. I want to improve the quality of my life, but I keep getting in my own way. I keep self sabotaging. And I'm not like a lot of the people that I follow on YouTube where they know so much about their nervous system, so much about rewiring limiting beliefs, understanding who they are at a core level. I'm very much a practical girly. I'm ADHD, autistic. Not that I let those things define me, but it is a part of who I am. And my friend said something to me the other day, and I can't even remember what she said, but this thought popped into my mind. And the thought was essentially, what if I treated today like day one, like a fresh start? I think I was talking to her about how things used to be good and how I've gotten into a bad rut. I sleep really badly. I mean, I pulled an all-nighter last night, and I only just slept for about 3 hours just before. And I'm actually not depressed. I'm not suffering in life. Things are going really well for me in my business, in my personal life. I'm just not in a rut. I'm in a place where I am not functioning at the capacity I believe I could. And not because I think I need to achieve more, but because all I do is try to achieve. And something in that causes me to fall off the wagon in other areas of my life. Anyway, when she said that to me, because I'm a dog trainer, and in dog training, people will ask me all the time and they'll say, well, my dog is 5 years old. Is it too late to crate train or fix the barking and that kind of thing? And I always say no, because imagine going to a shelter and adopting a dog into your home. It's the first time the dog's ever been to your home. And they could be 5, 6 years old, but with the right training, the right time, a lot of the behaviors are going to go away because it's a fresh start. Sure, there are some things that are dog personality traits that you can't change, but you can give them a space to thrive. And I was like, oh, I could do that too for me. I could actually just treat it like it was day one and go from there. I went to sleep, I woke up, and around that time, I can't remember the exact time, I had this second brilliant, in my opinion, thought, which was like, imagine if I treated this as if someone else came into my body, life, I was still there, but like a spirit, let's say, comes in and goes, hey, we're going to start again. And I thought I could journal from a third person perspective what it's like to step into my life, because I thought, what if another spirit or another even just a human stepped into my life and could experience all my past, all my thoughts, all my feelings, but had this level of separateness and could go, oh, I see why she's getting blocked here, or I see this, but I also see her infinite potential. And I also see what she could achieve. And she thinks it's so hard and she's so stuck in it, but it's so simple. And I thought, if I could separate myself and imagine another being stepping into my body and helping guide me, what would they say? And so I started an experiment, and I'm on day 5. Today's day 5. And every day I've sat down with this laptop and I've gone to a coffee shop or I've sat in bed and I've typed what I imagine they would think. And it's crazy. It's been fucking crazy. Like, it's going to get me emotional. It's been crazy because all of a sudden I feel like I'm so much more aware of myself outside of myself. And it's taken a life of its own. So this being that I was pretending to be has actually become this third entity in my life that when I'm stuck, I just think like, what would that being think about me? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, actually I'm fine. Or this is what I could do. This is where I could go. And it's a bit of an experiment, and it's not perfect. I mean, last night I couldn't get out of my own fucking head. and I was trying to write as the being, but I was writing as me. But it's fine. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to do this every day. And I have had small improvements in my life in the last 4 days. Today's day 5. I was actually on my way to a coffee shop to start typing for day 5. And I thought, I'm going to record this. And I don't have like any followers on YouTube. So I'm not going to post it yet on places where I know people know me from, like my dog training business. I'm not going to post on my socials, but YouTube, I'm going to share each day what I wrote. So I'll always be a couple of days ahead at this point. Like I'll start from day 1, but I'm currently at day 5. And I actually haven't read anything that I've written. I love writing, and I feel like there's this, sometimes I can channel this like something bigger than myself, that when I start typing, the words just come out and I barely have time to type everything. And then I look back and I read it and I'm like, I didn't fucking write that. I don't know how that came out of my brain. I couldn't do that again. And so I've chosen purposefully not to read what I write until at least a couple of days later. And I thought, well, I'll read it for the first time 5-6 days later on camera, for me, firstly, because I'd like to look back at these, but also like just because I do want to start a YouTube channel and I didn't know what to make it on. I've had it called Chats with Courts. My name's Courtney, for a long time. And I was like, what if I stop trying to be like an expert and trying to teach something like I did in my dog training business, and just share where I'm at, how I'm feeling, because I know I find a lot of peace and safety and connection in watching other people do the same thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm in our spare bedroom. I didn't know where to film it. We're in a house that I don't like and it doesn't look very nice, but this is like a little space. I'll be fully transparent with you. This duck is from our living room, and this is like a TV cabinet that we like, but we haven't used in 4 years. But for some reason we like it, so we still fucking have it, even though I'm decluttering the whole house. So I was like, well, I'm going to put my mirror there. I'm going to put my little plant there, the only plant I can keep alive, and my ducks, which I love. And maybe I'll tell the story of why I love ducks so much one day, wooden ducks. And I'm going to sit down every day and record one of the days that my being has come to help me learn about myself. And maybe you might be able to learn something for you too. And if this is just me that's watching this back 6 days, 10 days, a year later, I know that I'll learn more the second time, third time I watch it as well. All right. That's all for now. See you next time.